Alright, here we are at Coyote 2021. There goes Lacey Horvath and Kyle Warner taking off on the line in front of us. We got ourselves a full line up here on the 200 intermediate and the vintage open class. Did you hear that? T-minus 10 seconds. The adrenaline's starting to pump up. We're focused. Go! 360 comes to life. And as you can tell, I got guys all over my butt and I lucked out. Got a good hole shot on some of them. We were out ready to haul a mail in this absolutely gorgeous course up here in Evansburg, Pennsylvania, and some of the best single track you'll see. Now, right off the bat, I probably went a mile or so, and I usually run into Lacey. She's running the vintage ladies expert, and you can tell some of the best form you're gonna have out there. Great sportsman, usually lets me by right away. And she'll make you work for it sometimes too. Because she is no slouch out here. That girl really gets after it. Thank you very much, appreciate it. And we're screaming down through some of these field sections that kind of go back and forth across each other. It was a good place to gauge where you were at. I'm coming up on Mark Schwab up here. One of the, I think he's on a Yamaha DT, one of the vintage 60 experts. And he's kicking up a little bit of dust, but the dust didn't really seem to be a problem out here. I had to really watch myself. I don't got fourth gear in this bike, so I can get her cranking into about third, and then I'm about done. I'm going to run up on, I think this is Randy Marshall, and we get into a group of some of the vintage experts up here, all kind of fighting amongst each other. Coming down through this wood section, the single track after the field section there. Something going on up here. Everybody's slowing down. There's Anthony's bike. He was sweep riding. And we got Tom Dixon. Unfortunately, he went down. Them guys are taking care of him. We all kind of get back in line here, and we're getting ready to. Oh, actually, we're heading out into the motocross course. We were a little further along in that lap than I thought. And love this motocross section. It was just a matter of, in my opinion, who could get the inside line, who could outbrake the other guy, force him to the outside line, and try to power out a little bit quicker. Right there. There was a ditch to come up on you, and anybody that race knows what I'm talking about. There was a little bit of a hill on the left-hand side. You could kind of use it as a small jump. You hit it full throttle, no problem. You're going to go right over it. But if you backed off on that at all, suck your front tire right in there. All right, I'm thinking I'm going to go outside, inside. Charlie's like, I don't think so. All right, I'm going to try outside, inside again. Nothing happening. So in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I'm going around these jumps. I'm going to see if I've seen some kids doing it and it made it work. I just didn't power out soon enough, I think. So I'm stuck on the outside line. Charlie takes that away. Good race. I can make a stick right here if I can catch this outside berm a little bit. I think he left me in, to tell you the truth. I'm back up with Randy. And we're getting ready to haul the mail. I ride behind him for a good half a lap. I cut some of it out here to kind of shorten the video up a little bit, but a hell of a racer. Really gets after it. And about my speed, so I really like racing him, Charlie, a lot, because I come up on him and it's always a good race. Alright, we're going to pick back up here. This is 185 in front of me. And I'll tell you what, it was a good lap and a half with Silas Merle. And I know he's in my lineup, but is he on a bike in the open class or in the 200 class? I'm going to shut up for a second here and let you listen. That don't sound like an open class. That sounds like a 125 to 200 underneath there somewhere. Yeah. So in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, he's not in my class. And the other half of my mind, which overthinks everything, is like, well, maybe he is in my class. I'm pretty sure I saw him come out like right beside me going into the hole shot, so I knew he was like up in first, second, or third as far as that went. And this boy was getting it. Great riding style. Him and I matched up really good. He was a little bit faster in certain sections, and I was a little bit faster in certain sections. And I think my faster section was just because I had the bigger motor and I could outpower him on the open sections. When he got into the tight stuff, his light bike was a little bit better. I'll tell you what, stuff like this, when I got home, I had no fork oil left in my front shocks. The old vintage bike, a little bit heavy, and I had some light fork oil in there, which I'm going to change out and probably go to a good 20 weight. See how that works out for me, being a heavier guy. I'm looking for a pass here. He's not going to give it to me, though. I'm thinking I'm just a little bit faster, but here's, like I said, in this tight, windy stuff, he can get up on the bars and he can pull me a little bit. I love this vintage racing. It just doesn't get any better than this. I honestly think that our lap times are so close to the KTM, mostly because you can get around in the woods at a lower level, just about as good as you can on some of the newer bikes. And if the suspension was better on these bikes back in the day, I guarantee you could put down lap times that were as good. And if you look at some of the AA riders, they're running our times in the dual disc class. This was some of the best single track here to find. This was Saturday's race was amazing. I tried just to slip the clutch on that little bit of a burp uphill there and just stay in third gear. And that's how I run this MX. I just kind of slip the clutch a little bit in third gear and keep the speed up. Seems to work for me right now. Now if we get into too wide open of a section, like in here, I gotta really crank out third gear because I know fourth ain't there for me. And in the winter time, we're gonna probably split the case and see what the deal is. But right now, we're not gonna mess with it. We're gonna just keep going. We got a pretty good season going so far. Started late, and I think the third race before I was able to borrow this bike off my dad. See those rocks and tree stumps and stuff like that? I mean, they marked this course well. They had the tree stumps and stuff marked in blue. You just had to keep your eyes up. Yeah, as I listen to this video, I'm thinking to myself, why did I even think that he was in my class? Even for a little bit. But you can tell it's not an open bike. But he helps my lap times out, that's for sure. This is what I like to do. I like to get in with a guy that's really close in speed. Either follow him, have him stay right on my back tire. It just helps your lap times out. You can have more consistent lap times. And I had no problem. There was a shortage of riders out there that was going to push me or play rabbit for me. Well, this is Saturday's race in the vintage class. I'm up on the 74 Yamaha MX360. I'm going to make that one stick, I think. And it's going to be about all, folks. There's going to be, I think, one more video coming up. And that'll be enough Coyote videos for you. I'm trying to space them out a little bit. Until the next one, we'll talk to y'all a little bit later on, and keep checking back. Adios.